guys, welcome to Miami Beach.
This is beautiful.
Hydrate this. 1942.
It does say Miami's Maverick.
Right, exactly.
So tonight we have dinner.
We have dinner.
Yacht.
The yacht.
Last night I'm in New York City. Today I'm on this beautiful yacht in Miami.
This is Doma in Wynwood. Just opened last week. We gotta go check out the rest of Miami. You ready?
I'm ready.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
Welcome back to The American Dream. This week, we're taking you to a city that is synonymous with the American Dream. And to me, it's a little slice of paradise. You're gonna be seeing the best properties, the best restaurants, and you're gonna learn a thing or two along the way. We're going to Miami, and I couldn't be more thrilled to introduce you to who you're about to see next. He's everything you think of when you think Miami Beach, and for that reason, he's our guide to explore one of the most glamorous cities in America. Take it away.
Hey, sunshine.
Glenn, what's going on?
How was your trip?
It was amazing. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, good. Good to see you.
How do you like South Point Park?
Oh, this is gorgeous. I could stay here all day.
All day? What do you mean all day?
Why would I leave?
We gotta get out of here.
What am I gonna go see? Well, I do want to eat some Cubano sandwiches, and really, I want to know what Miami is like.
Well, listen, Golden Girl, they have water in San Diego. We gotta go check out the rest of Miami.
All
You
right.
ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
By the way, that's the Continuum.
Okay.
And that's the Portofino. So south of 5th, being one of the most wealthiest communities down here. It's got its own zip code, it's got its own school district.
I feel the affluence here.
Time. Great restaurants, Smith & Walensky. You got Il Molino.
Yep.
Just great stuff.
Glenn, I feel like my sunnies are way
Your
too
what?
San Diego. My sunnies.
Sunnies.
Yeah.
What's a sunny?
Well, these sunglasses.
Oh, sunglasses.
Yeah, jeez. Don't you feel like these are a little too San Diego?
They're a little San Diego.
Okay, I think I need some. Do you have any that are more Miami?
I do have more Miami, actually.
I had a feeling you'd come in clutch with some extra sunglasses.
Wear them well.
Okay.
Be careful.
Are these?
You break them, you buy them.
What are these?
Versace's.
Versace?
Yeah, Versace. That's it.
Did you steal these off a celeb?
I did not. I bought them off a shelf.
Okay, so where are we right now?
So we are in Brickell. There was just actually a $14.3 million grant from the city that's going to clean this up underneath the railway from here. This is the Metro Rail.
Okay.
From here all the way back to the end of Brickell, which is literally only 14 blocks, but it's the most densely populated area down from New York City. The population is quadrupled in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So if you look
Miami's
at-
known as the Magic City because it's grown so much in the last 100 years.
This
right?
area, there was nothing. Every lot was vacant. There was nothing here.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh my God, it's a huge iguana crossing.
Crossing the road, watch out.
They have that in San Diego?
No, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Get bit by sharks, but not an iguana.
Everybody respect them? Everyone?
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do, run it over?
No, you can't.
Bro, break your
all these
car
people
on that
from-
thing.
Okay, I feel like I'm officially
You're officially in Miami?
in the city, yeah.
You're in.
Before we go anywhere else, I'm so thirsty. Can we get a drink somewhere?
You know what the rule of Miami is, right? Stay hydrated.
The rule? Oh,
Stay
okay.
hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Right,
All right.
exactly.
Okay.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We're at the Epic. Let's go grab that drink. I know you're thirsty.
I feel like this is the right place to be, and I'm so thirsty.
Leave your sunnies.
Give me my sunnies.
Leave your sunnies back there. All right, let's rock and roll. And this is like one of the top restaurants around.
Is it so sick that you have to have your sunglasses on?
Trying to be a wise guy.
Well, a little bit.
Hydrate this. 1942.
So what do you think of Glen Asher, right? Snazzy, fabulous. We are so thrilled to be partnered with such a force in Miami. Up next, we have a special treat. We're gonna check out modern day Miami and blast ourselves into the past and explore a very significant home built by the maverick of Miami, Alfred Browning Parker. Check it out.
Amit,
How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Oh,
What is-
man.
oh, you brought it.
I did. Great
Hey,
to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Man, I stopped reading books in college. What is this? What did you send me?
I'm glad you brought it actually. I didn't think you'd bring it, but I got to show you something. Come on.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about this place, and
Man.
hopefully it starts to make sense
Yeah.
with the book.
This property
And
is
now-
amazing.
And look at this. The architect, this is one of the most famous architects.
Okay.
His name is Alfred Browning Parker. Have you ever heard of Frank Lloyd Wright?
Yes.
So he takes after him. He does so many things with them, pretty much a local feel.
Sure.
And so
It does say Miami's Maverick Mall.
right, exactly. So he's really good with that, with the architecture. People love these homes. Problem is, living in Miami with the sun and the views and everything, I don't have too many people looking at homes like this.
Sure.
That's why I send you the book, so maybe you can.
That makes sense. You know what? I glanced at it, but I want to know in person. Tell me about this property. I get a sense that it's this mid-century modern
Right.
with this grand outdoor area, but it's an extension of indoor. Tell me about the
Right,
property.
exactly. So you did read a bit, so that's great. That's great. And so with this property, basically there's lots of woods, lots of darks. So as far as the property, it looks like this inside.
Okay.
So it's pretty awesome like that. So one of my challenges as an agent was trying to get people to come here and to look at a property like this, because it doesn't have views like I
Sure.
mentioned. So what we did is I flew in my videographer from California, all the way from California.
Hey.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't blame you.
This home probably had so many great memories in the past. And what we're doing is we're creating a story with memories
Sure.
like that. And we think we're gonna really totally kill it with the video. The kids are cute. We are so excited about it. And
Pull
we,
at the heartstrings a little bit, make it
yeah,
emotional.
you know, we gotta do what we gotta
Completely.
do. But I think in the end, someone is gonna love this house. And that's why I sent you the book.
I love these type of homes. It really is becoming a trend for people to revitalize a property, anywhere from Seattle to, of course, here in Miami, for
Right.
people to take these properties, put their own personal touches on it, and really keep some of that character and that history, because there's a lot, as you see in that book, that goes with it.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you're so excited about that, because that's the feeling I'm trying to get others to feel.
Just attached to the property.
Exactly.
100%.
Beautiful. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Come on.
Alfred Browning Parker lived from 1916 to 2011, and he was a modernist architect who is one of the best-known post-World War II residential architects. He gained fame for his highly published modern houses in the region around Miami, Florida. Alfred Browning Parker designed well over 500 projects in his 60-year career. Most notable were his own homes, especially the homes he designed for himself on Royal Road and in Gables Estates. In 2008, the University of Florida announced the creation of the Alfred Browning Parker Architecture Archives Endowment to support and strengthen this effort to preserve the architectural history of Florida. You've seen that old, now you're gonna check out that new. People don't say new. It doesn't sound right. Hit it.
All right, so we're in Canton, Massachusetts, about 15 minutes south of the city, known for its easy access in and out. A lot of commuters live here. I know a lot of people here, cool town.
All right, so now that we got the infrastructure stuff out of the way, let's go to the fun facts. All right, comedian, born and raised in Canton, one of your favorites, Bill Burr.
Funniest guy on the planet.
Unbelievable. How about the cup we're drinking? Dunkin' Donuts headquartered right here in Canton, Massachusetts.
Drive by it on the highway. I did know that, actually.
And how about this? Listen to this. Topgolf, one of the trendiest things in sports right now around the country, coming to Canton in the next few years.
Got to do a segment there. That would be pretty cool.
Huge. And guess what? Stat of the day, you will not hear this anywhere else. Most golf courses per capita.
Flag on the play. I don't buy it.
All right, I may have made it up. There's a lot of golf courses in Canton.
I don't know about that.
And last but not least, there is a mountain right here in Canton, Massachusetts.
What's crazy, in 15 years of living on the South Shore, I've never been, but we're going right now. Melissa Mayer from Success Real Estate is going to show us. Let's go check it out.
Explain to me, what is the Friends of Blue Hills?
The Friends of the Blue Hills is a nonprofit organization that helps maintain the trails, keeps the forest healthy. We organize seasonal events.
It's awesome. So there's so many great things at the Blue Hills Reservation that we are going to make a second trip here, but finish us up with the big event that's coming in the next couple of weeks.
We're really excited about the Winterfest. We have like 5 different restaurants that will be providing free chili tasting. And we also have crafts, and it's going to be a great time.
That's so exciting. So it's a free event for the entire family. There's something to do. It's a great way to celebrate. Judy, thank you so much for your time. I so appreciate it. I'm looking at these super tiny skis. What age can you really start learning how to ski?
So we start offering private lessons at 3 years old, and then they can transition to group lessons once they're 4.
So this is a great spot, especially like on a day today when we're gonna have a snowstorm later, where you might actually see my kids come by and I'll drop them off for a couple of hours to go ski. It's super, super convenient. Now, tell me about the Winterfest coming up.
Yep, so we have Winterfest coming up. They do a chili cook-off, they have live Irish music, and we do discounted lift tickets, rentals, and lessons for everyone in attendance.
That's awesome. Molly, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate that.
Hey guys, we're in Canton, Massachusetts. Really cool property. We're going to check out this listing with Melissa Mayer, our power player. Let's go check it out inside.
We're in the Spring Valley of Canton. We are very close to University Station. We're really close to the highway, and I want to talk about the kitchen. I want to show you how amazing the kitchen is for entertaining, family parties, Thanksgiving dinners. I mean, you can't get better than this. So what we have here, Chris, is all Thermador appliances, okay? You've got the freezer, the fridge, and of course, the necessary wine fridge. I want to bring you upstairs and show you the master bedroom and the ensuite. Let's just imagine what it would be like to wake up every morning in here.
Really cool room, but you've been talking about the bathroom.
The bathroom has a heated radiant flooring.
Okay.
It has a humongous oversized soaking tub. Should we go into the toilet? Because I gotta share the toilet.
Okay.
I mean, this is unbelievable. 2 settings on this toilet. You can do a bidet, you can do a blow dryer, you can have a heated seat, and Chris, walk into the bathroom for me, would you please? Please, do
I
it.
get the explanation.
Just do it, get in there, check it out. It's incredible. And it automatically refreshes with every new visit. We're having a party in the shower. I think the shower is pretty much built for 8. It's incredible.
Steam?
All marble, steam shower. Unbelievable, this gorgeous tile. It feels like a rock, it is a rock, and I'm sitting on this awesome marble bench. But the best place in this entire house, besides the kitchen, one of my most favorite rooms is on the top floor. So let's go check it out.
This is an unbelievable entertainment room, without question.
Without question, your kids can be downstairs in the fully finished basement and all the adults can party up here. You've got a mini kitchen, so you can fully stock it with whatever beverage of your choice is. You've got the dishwasher, absolutely outstanding. Another full bath up here, there's no reason to leave. They're in a hot tub on the deck to boot. Let's go on the deck and see the hot tub. Hey guys.
Look at this crew.
Thank you. Thanks so much for coming out today and seeing 50 Beatrice. Cheers! American Dream 2.0, drinking champagne on a Tuesday. Woo!
No one outside.
in Wynwood, just opened last week. Really hot spot.
Fine art, fine cuisine. They go hand in hand.
That's kind of what Miami's all about.
Yeah.
You know, the new Miami at least.
Yeah, of course.
So what was Wynwood like
I mean,
a few years ago? What is it now?
Dude, this place was all industrial, no development. So Moisha Mana came in, bought out a ton of space, so that a lot of all the big developers, and they said, you know, this industry district could be transformed from warehouse to new and cool.
Yeah.
So Wynwood is kind of like the Williamsburg in New York, but not as grungy.
Okay.
It's got a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, great food. So the chefs here are actually trained under a Michelin star chef, and they open their own restaurant.
Wow. Okay.
And like, it's small. Look, there's what, 20 tables?
Yeah, it's an intimate feeling, but it's also very trendy and warm.
That's it.
You can just tell whatever's about to come out of that kitchen is going to be good.
You normally don't see.
Yeah.
Hey, what is up, man? How are you? Pull over a chair. Grab a chair.
We're here to experience Miami. He's brought us to the best restaurant in town.
So I told him he's smart man. Because people can get more than just the restaurant. They can walk outside, they go in the gallery. I know a friend of mine, I think it's a mutual friend, went to the gallery and spent a lot of money and got some beautiful artwork,
How
right?
much is one of the pieces in there?
Actually, this artist is Rena, who's a French artist.
But you change it, right?
They change it every 3 weeks. They change the insulation. Actually, the front of the building changes as well with it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So
That's
they
pretty cool.
repaint the private property in front.
You know, Wynwood is totally different than any other neighborhood in Miami.
It
It's
feels
really
like it.
artsy.
Yes.
You know, you got the Wynwood walls, you have a ton of restaurants,
Yep.
you got great food.
It's got a lot of character. Just everywhere you turn something different. Yeah.
And that was what the inspiration behind this project. Because we're next to the railroad track,
Right.
the Florida East Coast Railroad. The project is actually called the Wynwood Track.
You know, moving to New York with a big business, came here, left it there, go back once in a while, went back and forth, and decided this is a better quality of life.
That's it, yeah.
Right? You know,
Quality of life is what it's
if you could do it here and make it here and have your business here, life is great.
I mean, that place looked awesome. A restaurant built into the train tracks with its own gallery next door. Miami has got it going on. If you thought that was cool though, wait till you see what we have going on in your town.
Another beautiful day here in Boston. We're actually in South Boston, Castle Island, which during the summer is bumping. It's an awesome part of the city. People walking and running around. You got Sully's for a hot dog or an ice cream. Great place to be. In the middle of February, not so much. We're actually going to go meet up with Charlie King over at Charles King Real Estate to learn more about Andrew Square. It's an old neighborhood that's really going to be developed out. So let's go check it out. What's amazing is that, you know, this area really hasn't changed down here in Castle Island, but the development that we're heading towards is a completely different area than it was 10 years ago.
The east side has always kind of been your traditional three-family, triple-decker. At one time, it used to be whole families who lived in those, where you'd have the grandparents on one floor, a son, daughter with their family, 6 people per bedroom. Now all those have been converted over time into condos.
This is Boston, right? And
yes.
It's got that great vibe to it. It hasn't changed. I mean, I'm sure people from South Boston will say that some of the landscape has changed, but for the most part, the neighborhoods still have that true Boston feel.
Exactly. Up until 3 or 4 years ago, east side was the side of South Boston everybody wanted to live on. I mean, where I just met you, you're right on the ocean right there. You have a beach 4 blocks that way. You have parks, you have trees, you have a lot of green space. It wasn't until the past 3 or 4 years where a lot of the development we're going to be checking out has happened, is where there's been a shift in South Boston demographics, where people are like, oh, I'll live on the west side now, near the train, and a lot of bars and restaurants have all opened up. When I first got into real estate, I mean, even, this was only probably 6 or 7 years ago, you still had some people who were afraid to rent apartments over here because they thought of the whole Whitey Bulger situation. Sure. Now it's literally the place to live for young professionals coming out of college. The east side right now, it's a lot of still small shops, some good sandwich places, American Provision. It's a nice little area. Also, as we're starting to go uphill right now, there's a whole area called Telegraph Hill in South Boston. Dorchester Heights is what it's called, actually. You have amazing views of the whole city from every way. You can look over there that way, and you'll see Back Bay, and you look out here, you'll see the water and downtown and the seaport. West Broadway now has become the place to go out, the place to be seen. You have Lincoln, Capo, Loco, Shenanigans, a bunch of other restaurants, a bunch of new apartment buildings have all opened up. And on a Sunday before the Patriots kick off, there's lines at every one of these bars. But you're seeing a lot more transition too in the type of businesses that are opening up. Higher end restaurants are coming, and it's cool. This place has really transformed itself in the past 5 years. In the area we're ultimately going to end up in today, Andrew Square, the idea is to have it look a lot like this in 5 to 10 years.
So we're pretty much right in the middle of Andrew Square, and it's got a real industrial feel to it, but that's all changing.
Yeah, it's all changing. I mean, right to your right here, this Washington Village, it's 656 units, residential units that are going to be built here. Over 100,000 square feet of commercial space, which will be retail, restaurants, just everything. Down the street over here too, on the other side, one of those brick buildings, they're proposing 120 units with more retail space. Across the street right here, we just had 24 units that have been built with another restaurant space. A couple of places down right over there, 54 units are being proposed with more retail space. Yeah, so it's just almost 1,000 units just in this little area that are supposed to be built in the next 5 to 10 years.
People are always looking for that next neighborhood that's going to be coming on. Andrew Square is
probably
cool
it for South Boston. You're less than a half a mile to the train over there, and then there's another train station less than a mile that way. This is my office space, a block away from where we just were. We're going to go check out a new 3-unit residential and 1 commercial floor, new construction ground up building. So let's go take it a look.
Yeah. Charlie, thanks for showing us around. I mean, Andrew Square is definitely an up-and-coming neighborhood for sure.
Yeah, it really is. I think if you're looking to buy in Boston and get in at a good spot, well, there's not many neighborhoods left. Andrew Square is definitely the spot to be, and you guys will have to come back and take a look at the finished product in a few months.
We're in the springtime.
Yeah, exactly. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Life-changing moments are sometimes paying attention when you have a minute to hear from one of the greatest. And right now we are bringing you one of the greatest, David Meltzer. He is an entrepreneur, speaker, complete game changer in mindset. He is an author. He's incredible. I want to start right off with people who have limiting beliefs. And this is such a big topic. We could sit here for an hour, but let's just hone it right in. Limiting beliefs.
It's amazing how many people think, say, and do the right things, but they limit what they believe. And even worse, they're not aware of their unconscious competency, which has a duality. One is the energetic attraction. So many people do all these right things, and then they attract the exact same thing in their lives, and they do that energetically, and they're not aware of it. And then secondly, genetically, we have personality traits, characteristics, obsessions, all types of things that we've inherited from usually 4 generations down, and we're not aware of the effect of that. And so what happens is we go into situations, whether it's our profession, our relationships, our addictions, and we limit ourselves, we limit our power. And the biggest problem with people today is they don't ask for enough.
You know, I have no problem asking. I can be told no. I'll be told no 1,000 times, but the yes is so beautiful.
Yeah, I love no. I have a philosophy about no, right? I dream and always say, look, what if you were only 25 no's away from getting what you want? How excited would you be after the first no, the 10th no, and especially the 24th no? But yet, I know your attitude shared with mine. It's like most people hear no, and it's like you were saying earlier, like what you have to do. You look forward to what you have to do. It's not what I have to do, you say.
It's what I get to do.
You get to do. Same philosophy with no. It's an unexpected opportunity.
And sometimes the no's are just as much of a blessing. I am so thankful for so many no's in my life. I don't know about you. you. And then the yeses that were right, you're like, oh. And we tend to get this stuck position of kind of groveling in the midst of a no or a stuck. How do you tell somebody when you're sitting in that position that you feel like it's stuck and you don't know which way to go? How do you press through?
What I'm looking for is the universe to tell me. So I actually take a universal sense of no. If we're involved in a business deal and I'm trying to get an answer from you and you tell me, oh, my son got sick and I can't make it, that's one no. And then maybe my tire breaks when I'm going to see you, that's two no. These could be very legitimate reasons. And at that third, here's the interesting thing about the third universal no, is that if something happens for the third time, and for example, we couldn't do this interview 3 straight times, I would call you, Amy, and say, you know what, Amy, this isn't the right way or the perfect time. I'm very interested in doing it, but I have other things I need to do. When you're ready, please let me know. What happens is 50% of the time, there's no resistance, and someone like you says, oh, let's do it right now. And the other 50% of the time, it never happens. And what I've just done is saved all that time, energy, and emotion, allowing the universe to tell me what the guided path is. As a manipulator earlier in my life, someone that could sell you how to be in control, an ego-based life, not a radically humble life, then I actually extracted value by selling, overselling, back-end selling, manipulating, and even lying at times. Instead, I shifted the paradigm of value that says, every morning I wake up, may God put in front of me 10 people I can help. May I provide as much value to my wife and my children as I can, and then my immediate family, then my business, then my community, then my country, and then the world. And every single thing that I do is just based on how much value I can provide, trusting in what we talked about earlier, that I create a void for the universe to fill. And if I'm asking correctly, if I'm in receivership, where things are coming through me for others, more and more things happen that I want to happen in my life.
I hope that our viewers watching right now even took 10% of what you just shared, because it's life-changing information that literally could shift everything. And I can't thank you enough for being on the show today, bringing this. I hope that everybody realizes to follow you online, because even watching some of your videos, they're funny, they're informational, it's awesome. They could get nuggets every day that could help change this mindset, because it only takes a little bit of time for something to become a habit. You just got to do it. And you got to do it every day, consistent, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on The American Dream today. An honor to meet you.
It's a dream to be with you, Amy. Thank you.
Make sure you follow David Meltzer. Follow us here at The American Dream. Check out his stuff. Follow the positive message that is being sent out. It could change your life. We'll be right back with more.
At the end of the day, nothing is promised tomorrow, so it's all about living in the moment today.
The American dream to me is all about freedom. Here I am, I'm from New York City. Last night I'm in New York City. Today I'm on this beautiful yacht in Miami because I have the freedom of choice to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I chose that a long time ago, that I wanted to live a life with no boundaries. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm supporting the show. It's all about living in a beautiful city, doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, with the people you love, and just having the time of your life every single day.
I love the American Dream because it's a different angle on getting in touch with some of the real estate, some of the people, some of the communities, and not necessarily just solely based on some sort of a reality TV show and following characters. It's more about what's real in front of you and the subject matter at hand and the community, really, and the surroundings.
When I first heard about the American Dream, I thought to myself, that's basically what I've been living. I got here 18 years ago, and I was lucky enough to get on that track of living the American Dream, which is come with nothing and make something of myself. So that attracted me to the concept. After I learned more about it, I actually understood that it was about, positive message of what you can do and what real estate and other things can mean to people. So yeah, it's all good.
Being able to provide the best possible life and legacy for my children and for my family. You know, living a life of ease and comfort, and I think I've persevered and had a lot of tenacity throughout mine in order to create something, and to live here is like a dream.
It's all about working hard, doing what you want, and being happy with it.
Glen, why didn't you take me on that boat, buddy? I've got my white blazer. I mean, these guys are living the American dream for sure. If you think you have a great story for the American dream that tells a story of both real estate and entrepreneurship, we would love to have it on our show. And until then, dream on and dream big.
Okay.
The Cuban lunch today in Old World, Miami.
I thought that was tomorrow.
Okay, is that the taco
That's
place?
tomorrow,
Perfect.
correct.